Hello YouTube, Devin here again, branching out from the helmets to see how you guys react to other surplus gear and stuff like that, because I have a lot more stuff than just helmets. And today we're going to look at something that a lot of people don't take into consideration on the battlefield, and that would be hydration. And what we have in front of you actually is probably three of my favorite canteens, and they're designed to hold water, or if I've seen other people put other stuff in them as far as adult beverages go. Most people would carry multiple canteens, and even up in today's day and age, when we would like send people to Iraq, you would have your Camelback. I hope most of you know what a Camelback is. If you don't, I'll do a video on one. But most people would have their Camelback, and then usually get issued 2 1-quart canteens as well. There's a lot of countries that still issue canteens, especially in specific environments. Some countries call them flasks. We'll get into that later and everything like that. But we'll start off probably with we have 3 in front of you here, and they're all designed for different roles. So we'll start off right here with the one in the center, and this one is just a U.S. aluminum 1-quart canteen, and it's kind of a later one, so it's probably post-Vietnam, but this is pretty much just your standard 2-piece design. It's based off of the M1910 canteen. The original M1910 canteen came out in 1910, and it replaced kind of like the big round kind of canteen that had just a big leather strap and a little cork at the top that was used since like the Civil War. But these replaced that in 1910, and it was normally the first ones were made out of aluminum, and they were blown like glass, so they didn't have a seam on them anywhere. And then the second ones, they went to like a vertical seam, so they'd make these 2 halves, the front and the back half, and as you can see, it's shaped so it fits into a pouch and fits comfortably against your body. So but the original ones had seams. After the blown ones, there's only like 1,000 ones that were blown, but then they went to a vertical seam, and that would go all the way around, joining the 2 halves, and they would have a metal stop at the top instead of this plastic one, and it would be filled with cork instead of rubber. The reason this one's open is because I just got done using it and it's still wet, and I'm kind of drying it out, so bear with me on that. And then you would be issued a cup, and the cup pretty much stayed the same shape. The handles changed a little bit. The first ones had like a brass handle that would come down and under, and it would hook over here in the front, and it would be a big long handle that would stick out to here, so you could hold it over a fire easier and cook with it. And later versions were replaced with this style, the kind of butterfly handles, which aren't great for cooking because they transmit heat right into your hand too easy, and you're getting your hand too close to your heat source normally. But then again, a lot of people aren't cooking over a fire at this point anyways, so this would be more used for like sterilizing your water, or I've seen a lot of people wash themselves out of the cups because you could just drink straight out of this. Now later, kind of end of World War II and stuff, they started doing a horizontal seam right along here. It wasn't like this big, and then kind of in late Vietnam they started doing this, where they just joined the 2 and they pinch welded them all the way around. So it has this big kind of sticking out lip. They wouldn't have had this big sticking out lip in like the early Vietnam and ones prior to that. But this was a lot easier to manufacture, especially once we got the stamping down for them. So, and these are designed to nest just like so, and then this will all fit into a pouch. And I got one that you can tell was used because it's dented, and this is right where the snaps are on the pouch, so if you push too hard you could dent the aluminum in. But overall, this is a very good canteen. It's very rugged design because they made them up until like the 90s in the US, and you could find them for very, very cheap everywhere. And this is probably one of the best things ever because you could throw these in the freezer in the summer, and then when you have a nice cool like ice pack, as well as something to drink out of for like your lunch and things like that, it's awesome. So But we'll put that one aside, and we'll bring in some of the other countries here. So, and if you've ever read the description of my channel, you'll know that I am a mix of Canadian and Russian. And we'll get into the Russian canteen next. And this is actually a VDV canteen, which is like a Russian airborne troops canteen. And this is an amazing canteen. It is a 1.5 quart canteen, and it has the aluminum top. So take that off here for you. And it has a rubber stopper instead of cork. The early ones would have had cork. And it has a pan here at the bottom, which comes out. And then the canteen itself comes out of the pot. So you have a pan. I'm just gonna try to get this out because this is a little stuck here. So come on now, you son of a bitch. But a lot of these are pretty well stuck, and I haven't used this one in a while, so it's probably pretty well stuck in there. But the canteen, yeah, I'm not gonna fight it here on this video, but as you can see, it comes out of the pot there. It's just a little bit of vacuum suction in there. It's a very tight fit. But you have a pot with a handle, a very long handle, and you have your 1.5 quart chemically sealed canteen. Now you can find these around still too. They're pretty cheap. It's just the letter V, the letter D, the letter V, and then Flask if you wanted to buy one on eBay. I highly recommend it. They're very good for camping and stuff like that because see there, a lot of them you're gonna get, and they're gonna have this kind of light brown oil in it, and what that is it's like an edible mineral oil, and it's just to keep corrosion away from the canteen and to help keep it clean and everything like that. So it just rinse them out really good with some like dish soap and stuff before you use them. A lot of them you're gonna get, they're gonna be in this condition. They look, pretty beat up, but they're not. These are just storage marks from being bumped around and stuff. They're perfectly clean and everything like that, but they're gonna look kind of beat up. But that's not gonna. They're not dirty or anything. They're not like used. You'll get a lot of them brand new, just like this, but they're gonna look beat up just because the Soviets made a shit ton of them at once and threw them all in a warehouse, and they didn't really like stack them nice. They just kind of literally threw them in crates and big fucking piles and nailed the crate shut. So every time they moved the crate, they would get banged around into each other, and that's where you get all these marks from. So they're not dirty or used. They were just bumped around. They weren't stored very well. So, but this is a very good canteen as well, especially if you like to hold more water. You can find them that fit better together than this one. They come with pouches. A lot of them will come with pouches. So, and again, these are shaped. You can see the recessed contour there. These are shaped to fit nicely against your body and everything like that. So, a lot more useful than the American canteen because you have both a pot and a pan. These were literally, you would literally just get issued silverware then, and this would fit in your same canteen pouch, and this would be your whole mess kit, really, in the Russian airborne forces. So, I really like this. I like this camping, especially on longer hikes, where I don't want to carry food utensils with me, like pots and pans and stuff to eat out of. This is a very good thing to have because it fits right over your water bottle, and you're going to take water with you on a hike. So you might as well just bring the extra little weight and have a pot and a pan. So that's kind of convenient. So, and we will get into probably one of the most technologically advanced canteens here. And this is a Canadian canteen, and this is Canadian Arctic canteen. It's made by Dew. So, and this one is brand new. It's never been used because when you got issued them, you were supposed to write your name on the bottom in Sharpie and get it stenciled on there. So, and as take a look at the stamp here because this is the only one that has a stamp. It says DEW, and the circle in the D is a Canadian maple leaf. Trying to get the shine up here, but the NSN is 7330-21-907-5266, and it's made in Canada. So, and this is a double jacket canteen, like a thermos. As you can see, it's seamed here horizontally. It has a plastic cover on the bottom, and it has this is the cup actually at the top. So it's kind of stuck on there. I was just testing this actually, so I could highly recommend it to you for this video because I haven't owned one. But here's the cup. So it needs to be cleaned out a little bit. It looks like it had coffee in it at some point, or something like that. Oh, it looks like it's just grime. So, yeah. But this is a Arctic canteen, and what it's designed to do is it's designed to keep your water from freezing in extreme temperatures without having to be in a warm area. So this is a double jacket canteen, so it's got 2 layers of steel in it, and there's air trapped between them, just like thermos, and all that air is vacuumed out, so it's vacuum sealed in between those layers. What you would do to use this is you would fill this canteen with boiling water just a little bit, and you would swish it around, so it would heat up the inner steel wall, and then you would fill it with your regular water, and you should be able to leave it outside overnight in like negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit air temperatures, and your water will not freeze, which is amazing, especially where I live, which is northern Minnesota, and it gets fucking cold here, and we get the most snowfall of any place in the United States every year just because of our location and how much standing water we have around here. There's a lot of moisture in the air all year, so it snows here all the fucking time. We get on average like 80 to 100 inches of snowfall every year, which is a fuck ton. So it's one of the largest amounts of snow on Earth, actually, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love winter. But this is a very good thing to have if you're an outdoorsman like me. I highly recommend you pick one of these up. There's the US versions too, which are like a big round one. It has like this kind of awkward cup. This is a little bit more manageable because this will fit into like your normal American M1910 canteen style stuff, because it's not much bigger, so it'll fit. It fits a little bit more snug than the American ones, but it'll fit into your 1-quart canteen pouch, which is really, really nice. So, but I figured I'd give you guys something that's really overlooked on the battlefield, especially if you're into this whole military thing. You got to have water to live, and how you get water to your soldiers is very, very important. So I figured we'd look at a standard and 2 kind of unorthodox canteens here to get you guys to see if you're interested in any other types of videos other than just helmets. And I'll post another helmet video later too, because I didn't put a video up yesterday. So this will be today's video, and the helmet video will be for yesterday, because I didn't get one up because I was too busy cleaning and putting new sheets on my bed and stuff like that. So, but we'll leave this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I kind of blocked the camera and blah 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 and other stuff like that. Some of these get kind of hard to open, so please forgive me for that, and hopefully you liked this video. Please leave a comment if there's anything else you would like to see, or if you have any questions about any of these canteens, or if this is something you're interested in. I would love to hear from you guys, and until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.